Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, She's French, and if you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you don't know, my name is Jenna. I'm a French girl based out of California, and I make videos about curating your life French girl style. I would love to invite you to subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I would love for you to join our community here, and also if you'd like to find me on Instagram, my Instagram is @shesfrench, so just like the channel. So for today's video, I wanted to talk about, can you be a minimalist and love fashion? You guys know that I talk a lot about fashion on this channel, but I absolutely am a minimalist. I mean, you can kind of catch the vibe of my room, for example. This applies to everything in my life. But anyway, I wanted to open up this conversation because you might know that I kind of switched it to curate your life rather than full-on minimalism because I didn't want to misrepresent anything, but these are actually questions that I'm asking, so let me know what you guys think about these. But yeah, let's just talk about it. I feel like the minimalist world is a little bit restrictive, sometimes a little bit like gatekeeping. I don't like that. I think anybody can be a minimalist. I think there's many ways to be a minimalist. That's what we're going to talk about in terms of fashion today. So obviously I love fashion. I love to make changes to my closet. I love to experiment with fashion, but overall still definitely a minimalist. Currently my closet has 21 pieces, so you might also say that that might be an extreme minimalist closet. So I definitely fall into that parameter. So yeah, can you love fashion? Can you experiment with fashion? Can you make changes to your closet and still be considered a minimalist? So of course, I definitely still consider myself a minimalist. Something that I've noticed about minimalism, and I guess the media that is out there on minimalism, is that there's actually a huge emphasis on good design, good quality. I think that that can definitely translate over to fashion. You can see that with my closet. What I try to create is something that's minimal but also good quality and that does have good design. I definitely have interesting pieces, and I definitely think that you can enjoy different things and switch things around while still being minimal. You could definitely argue that you could still have pieces from your closet in high school, for example. I don't know about you guys, but the way I dressed in high school, I don't really want to revisit that. So of course people grow, they learn. It took me a long time to figure myself out, what I was about, what I was into, learn about what works on my body shape, colors that are effective, things I like, brands I might like. All of this you kind of learn over time, so it would definitely be very minimal to just have the same pieces for years and years and years and years, but I think you can still be a minimalist while experimenting, changing, learning. There's so much out there, and I do think that clothing is self-expression, it's art. People do put a lot of time into their designs, what they create. There's so many choices that are made in the fashion world in terms of materials, production, coloring, cuts, sewing styles. Anything can be customized in a certain way with fashion. So it really is art, and I think you should be able to enjoy it if it's something that speaks to you. For me, I kind of have a threshold that I don't really go over because I'm also in this mindset with my closet where there's some pieces that I could definitely have many of, but in the end I actually just want one that works really well, or I know that I would end up reaching for one over the others, and for me it doesn't make sense to keep many. Shoes are a really good example. I have 4 pairs of shoes. I have some white Balenciaga sneakers, so kind of like white chunky shoes. I have a white pair of heels. I have some white Crocs for the beach, and then I have a pair of Ugg boots, and I feel like that's super comprehensive. Any occasion that I need, one of those 4 is gonna work perfectly, and especially the Balenciagas, I absolutely do get my cost per wear because I pretty much wear those 90% of the time. So that's kind of the mindset I'm in. But with that being said, I do like to try something new. I had tried some New Balances in the past, and I talked about this in last video too. You guys have asked me a lot about those shoes as well. I felt like they were such a good idea, and then I got them and I just couldn't put them with pieces in my closet. I don't know why, but I was having a hard time styling them. I felt like they were a little bit too statement, and I felt like the gray was quite hard to match. So I went back to the trusty white shoes. That's just part of what happens. I think there's definitely people out there that you can give them a t-shirt, pair of jeans, and pair of shoes, and they're absolutely content, and they will gladly wear that every day. I don't think that's me, and I think that's fine because I do enjoy fashion, I know that. And that actually brings me to something else that I think is interesting too with having a minimalist closet. It's that I think that what you have in your closet actually matters so much more because there's so little. If you have a lot to choose from, it's very easy to then, oh, I don't feel like wearing that right now, it's okay. I think we've all been there because my closet hasn't always been a minimalist closet. I was on my own journey to get to that, and by the way, it takes years. It's something hard to do because you really have to learn kind of a different mindset with adding and removing in your life. I plan to do a video actually talking about that. I think that it can look quite easy with how my closet is right now, but that definitely was a process. I didn't just wake up one day and go, I want to go from maybe 75 pieces, just a random number, to 21, and then I just went in and pulled out everything and like, yes, perfect. No, it doesn't work like that, because when you have so little, it really matters what you have. Something that's so important for me, because I do enjoy fashion, is that I want to have different looks in my closet. You can't just pull out everything, be like, all right, I have 20 now, I feel good. No, because what if you can't put those pieces together? That's why it's so important for me to say that I curate, and I kind of developed an eye for the designs that I like and the kind of direction that I want to go in with my closet. Of course, I know that there's some people that this may work for, but I think you guys are on this channel, so you kind of know what the vibe is like here. So I love to feel like I have a lot of different outfits. I love to feel like I have interesting outfits, like things that I'm excited about, that bring like a little bit of spice into my life, you know? So it's important to curate, it's important to think about how the pieces work together, your cost per wear, the quality of the pieces, all of that matters so much because you use them a lot. There's not many, and also you want them to last. You don't want half of your closet to suddenly fall apart. If you're starting with 20 pieces and then something happens to a couple of them, you're missing out on a lot of what you're using to create your outfits every day. You want them to last and be good quality. It's really important to also maintain your closet. So I think this actually brings me to the end of the video. I wasn't really sure how I wanted to structure this video. I just felt like it was an interesting conversation to have because, like I said, I actually myself switched from saying minimalist, even though I am, to saying curate because I felt like that described it better, but definitely still am a minimalist. So yeah, sorry that this was a little bit all over the place. I just felt like it would be interesting to discuss these kind of things. So I'd love to know what you think. Let's maybe chat in the comments if you'd like to. I'll be responding, but I'd love to talk about like minimalism and fashion, minimalism and maybe something else that you're into. Can they work together? Because I really think it can. I think minimalism is what you make of it. I think minimalism is a tool to make your life feel better. For me, I love being a minimalist because I feel like I can breathe. I feel like I don't have so much mental clutter as well as physical clutter. So I think it's amazing and I really recommend it. And I think somewhere there's kind of this sense that it's something else, but I think minimalism is a tool for you and you can claim your minimalism. It's not that you have to follow these rules that are just out there and we don't even know who made these rules and why they're there. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye guys.